All right, what's up, everybody? So, I know I haven't put any videos out about my little truck in a while. Actually, haven't even really driven it or anything, but the other day I did start it up and I noticed that my tank was completely empty. And so, obviously, that means there's a leak. So, I kind of sprayed around in the back and I did find that one of the water traps has a leak. So, I ordered, and it's coming from the bottom from the drain. So, I ordered some of these little replacement little drain deals are a little bit different, but I ordered from off Amazon. So we're gonna see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fire it up. We're gonna pull it out, and then we'll probably just pull out a little bit. I don't know. I might pull the whole thing out, and then take a look and see if we can get that replaced, and then just so we can get a little bit of content with the truck. But anyways, let's get a cold start, and here we go. All right, so if you guys can see on the controller right here, I mean, it was at about 80 psi when I first started it up. It's going up, but so me messing with it before, I probably fixed the leak a little bit, but you'll be able to see what I mean when I get down there. Now it's a tight squeeze in here too. I mean, you can see how tight this thing is. Basically, the mirrors, they don't fit, so we will have to fold them. So that's pretty convenient. So this is the water trap I'm talking about, and it doesn't sound like it's leaking right now. So you guys can see that. Well, it doesn't seem like it's leaking right now, but it does not like to seal up. So let me grab some wrenches. I'm gonna pull that out, and we're gonna change it out anyways. All right, let's see what we need as far as wrenches. I believe this is gonna be like a. Let me put this down here. Let me see. This is gonna be probably 7/8 or 13/16. 13/16. And then I believe the other one is a 14 or a 9/16. So let's go ahead and see if that's right. The old leak detect. Some Teflon and some pipe dope. Let's drain this tank. Okay, some of you might be wondering why the truck's not dropping. Well, that's because the tank and everything else is separate from the bags. So let's see if we can get this puppy off here. Oh, 14. Well, there you can see why it was leaking. The O-ring is damaged. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but let me see. There it is. It's supposed to be an O-ring right here, and it's damaged, so I kind of figured that's what it was. So this one is a ball type, so see if you can see in there, but you can see a little ball moving in there. So we're gonna see, hopefully this one works better. So we're gonna put a little pipe dope, and this is just the air just comes out, so it's not the biggest deal. You get some of this mess in there, see that, but you want to put the Teflon the way the threads go. That was like way overkill, but oh, that might be tight enough right there. Let me fire it up and see what happens. Oh, my battery's low. It's not gonna let it do it. Is it? There it goes. So I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna change the other side. So let's move over here. Let's get this other side out. You guys even seeing that? I say that's good, even with the low battery. This one had a busted O-ring too. You know what really sucks is I forgot that I had one on the tank right here. But so I'll have to order me a couple more. I usually like to have one for spare. But let's let this get all the way back up to full. Spray a little bit. Good. Alright, so it should shut off any second. There it is. So let's double check. Let's check the side. Looks good. I already tested this right side, so let's test this side. Well, looks good. So I'm gonna call that good. Alright, well there you go. I guess time to take it for a ride. I really gotta fix this garage door opener. You know, the auto leveling, it's kind of a pain in the butt, this airlift auto lift or auto leveling. But once you got it dialed in, man, there ain't nothing better. Hit the button, boom, goes right to your drive height or whatever. You got 4 presets. Actually, I think you got 5. Nothing better than just being able to hit the button. The only thing is I wish this controller I really wish Airlift, if you're listening, you need to make one of these with toggle switches rather than these buttons. So then you can feel, like, it's hard to know where you're at on this. But if you made one exactly like this, the screen and everything, but just toggles, right? The presets in the middle and toggles for the corners. Be just way better. That's my opinion anyways. Man, I haven't driven this thing in forever. I probably should check the air pressure on the tires and everything. I really need to get them sensors actually put in the tires so I can get rid of that or take off that little deal. That little deal still works though. That gets rid of the light. Still works perfect. No light on the dash. So that's good. Alright, so I guess we could flip this around to me. You know, just right when there's some cops right there, and I don't even have my seatbelt on. Let's put the seatbelt on. Okay, so let's talk about this truck a little bit. So got it bagged, you know, did the airlift. Well, actually, you know, obviously it's custom brackets, whatever. I got it from Albert from Chaotic Metalworks in Tulare, California. He's the one who did it. Did a great job. You know, I mean, honestly, everything came out super nice, right? And I'll be honest with you, I'm really picky. That's why I usually do stuff, you know, on my own. So, you know, it took a little longer than I would have hoped or whatever, but he did a really good job. You know, the metalwork, everything. I mean, obviously, just pretty much perfect. The little things, my little concerns that I had, you know, with the under the hood stuff, he did everything the way I asked, which is awesome. So, and this has been bagged for, I don't know, what is it, a year and a half, maybe? A year? Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't even know. 6 months? I'm not sure how long it's been. I've hardly driven this truck at all. It's just been a little project of mine, you know, not nothing, you know, not no SEMA crunch or no crap like that. Just, you know, just getting it, just wanting to get it done, get some stuff done. I did the stereo, did the dynamat or the kill mat, whatever you want to call it, inside the truck to get rid of some rattles. Did the stereo. This little truck's turned out pretty nice, you know, and it was a work truck. Of course, it started off with doing the windows and the mirrors, and man, this road sucks. But I did the windows, power mirrors, power folding mirrors, actually. You know, so it does a full fold. Actually, let's go this way here. But, so, you know, work in progress, whatever. Still, you know, I guess you could say I'm still working on it, but is this ever going to be like a show truck? No, this is just like a little street truck, little project. Because I like, first of all, I love these little lowriders. I've been into the truck scene or the car scene or whatever you want to call it basically my whole life, just putting stereos. Or I used to be into hydraulics, and I had Cutlasses and Regals and Impalas, and, you know, I was into all that stuff, the wire wheels, and I've had a bunch of vehicles, but I was all into that stuff, and then I got into the bags. Of course, I do have some videos of my old truck, my 05, that I did, and I did all that myself. That whole truck was me and my dad. We did that, my stepdad, and we built that whole truck by ourselves. But anyway, so like I said, Albert over there at Chaotic did all the work, did a real good job, really happy. Picked up these wheels, they're intros, 26 by... It's funny because most people go 26 by 12s, but I had no choice. I picked these up off another guy. But they were 26 by 10s, and so, you know, at first I was like, because I cut the diff for 12s, because mostly everybody goes 12s with that big old lip, right? So this has a 8-inch lip instead of a 10-inch lip, right? But, you know, mostly everybody runs a 305. 305 30/26s, I believe. Now, I have those tires on these 10 wides, and so it's got a little bit of a beefy tire which well, I mean, if you want to call it beefy, right? More beefy than stretching those on a 12-inch wide wheel. So that actually, I've come to actually like that. At first, I was like, these wheels will be temporary. I'll just get something else, blah, blah, blah. But to be honest with you, kind of like these wheels. Now, like I said, the diff was cut, so I did get some spacers on there. So it does have some 2-inch spacers. So basically, if I wanted to run these, a 10-inch wide, the way I am now, if I ever got some different wheels, or if I wanted to go ahead and run a set of 12s, I just take spacers off, right? So kind of worked out good. Kind of get whatever you choose. If I get a good deal on some wheels, whatever. So, because you like to change it up every once in a while, whatever. But, so that kind of worked out. But I got some 26 by 10s and 26 by 9s in the front intros. So that worked out. They were basically brand new. The tires are brand new. The guy never even ran them. Bought them for a project, never used them. So picked those up, and I did the alternator. Haven't really done no motor work. I'm not really into that. How these youngsters are nowadays. They want to cam everything. They want to do all this. I don't know. I'm not really into that stuff, right? This truck is not made to beat up. It's just made to cruise on the street. And, just look good, whatever. Just, have fun. I'm an older guy, so I'm not really into all that stuff. Now, back in the day, yeah, of course. When you're younger, you want the fast truck, you want the fast car, you want everything. You want the looks, you want the speed, you want everything. But anyways, so, truck, like I said, I haven't driven it hardly at all, and still rides absolutely perfect. Runs perfect, bags work perfect. Like those things that I just changed out, those are notorious for going bad, and they're just drain valves. It's really not that big of a deal, but they do end up eventually leaking. So if that's something you have on your truck, you might want to just keep an eye out on those, because if the more you use them, the more they're gonna go bad. But I prefer to go ball valve. Something that's a ball valve. I did get those on Amazon, and they were only like $13. But they had good reviews. You know how it is on Amazon. They had good reviews, and it's like I said, it's one of those things that you can just change out really easy. So, but the ball valve is definitely my recommendation to go, rather than those screw-in O-ring type. But so anyways, looks like it fixed it. We'll see. Obviously, time will tell. If those will leak, or if I'll get anything else, to leak or whatever. But other than that, I haven't really had any leaks at all. The truck, if I raise the truck up and leave it up, it stays up. Bags don't leak, nothing leaks. So that was the only leak that I had, right? Because basically you have the air, the compressors, and it feeds the tanks. So you have that system. But once it hits the manifold, everything past the manifold, so the line, it's just a line, and it goes to the bag. And so those are all separate. So if you had one bag that was drooping, well, obviously that you would have a leak on that one line, and everything has to do with that. So, it's kind of easy to troubleshoot. But, I don't know, really not much more to talk about the truck. I know I do need to make some more content with this thing. I need, what I really need to do, I need to polish it, and I might just have somebody come and detail it, polish it. The paint is stock paint, ain't nothing special. But it would be kind of nice just to clean it up. Maybe I did buy a touch-up pen, because I do have some little nicks and scratches here and there, just to kind of clean it up, whatever. But nothing major. It's got some little dings in it. It ain't perfect, but it's just my little street truck. So, but I do need to get some more content on it. Whether I take it out. My buddy Jaime, he just dropped his truck off to get bagged, and he actually just put an order for a set of intros. Now he's going a little bit different look, and I'm going to make some content about that when his truck gets out, but we'll see. I don't know how long that guy's going to take. It's actually a different guy that's going to do somebody that he met up with, and his name is, I believe, Vinny Stacks. He's on Instagram, but we'll see how his truck turns out. Hopefully it turns out, pretty good. He did give him a little bit cheaper price than Albert, so he went that way, but I don't know, so we'll see. But he's not getting the auto level. He's not getting everything that I got either. So can't really say it's, big old cheaper price. But, we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna head back home, and we're going to call this a successful maintenance on the little bagged, what do you kids call it, mamalona, tacuache. I don't know, what do you kids call it nowadays? But I just call it my truck. So let's get it back home, and we'll lay it out, and we'll call it good.
You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption ever.